Located in the northwestern part of Sichuan province, China, Rangtang is one of the sources of the Yangtze River in China and a gathering place for Tibetan nationalities. As early as 310 BC, there were historical records of Rangtang. Rangtang is on the Qinghai Tibet Plateau, the roof of the world, where more than 60 mountains exceed 4,500 meters above sea level. Transport is inconvenient and economic growth slow, but such an enclosed environment has preserved the traditional Tibetan culture, just as the permafrost traps its own ancient secrets. Tibetan drama, incense, medicine, costumes, and Thangka paintings. Rangtang is a museum that preserves these cultural treasures in China. Taking advantage of the abundant Tibetan cultural resources in Rangtang is also an opportunity for economic development. The Rangtang Model emerged. Tibetan culture in Rangtang has a high academic and artistic value for philosophy, history, art, and medicine. The inheritors are often ordinary Tibetans, and the teaching methods primitive. Professors pass on information and techniques to a small number of students without a comprehensive and systematic teaching method. It's all too easy for the knowledge to be lost or corrupted. Since paying attention to preserving its unique Tibetan-style opera in 2012, Rangtang has expanded to protecting more forms of cultural heritage. To prevent over-commercialization, the oral and apprenticeship methods of teaching are used at special training institutes. Rangtang Zhonang Intangible Cultural Heritage Center is one of them.
在我们那个当地啊，有很多的年轻人过了学龄期，或者说呢，有些农牧民，他们希望有再一次一个学习的一个这样的一种愿望吧，对，所以我们就办了这么一个传习所。
Rangtang Zhonang Intangible Cultural Heritage Center is a non-profit organization dedicated to teaching traditional Tibetan art and the preservation of Tibetan cultural heritage. Founded by Jenyang Lerju Rinpoche, a representative of National Intangible Cultural Heritage and academic advisor of the Research Center of Han and Tibetan Buddhism at Renmin University.
我们希望通过这样的一个学修，通过我们中华文明或者说我们对一个生命的诠释，从这个角度呢，体现出这个生命的价值，所以这个应该是我们的一个方向。对。
The first class of 60 graduates has been certified as Chinese Arts and Crafts Masters after 8 years of study under a free tuition policy and have entered society. There are currently more than 600 trainees in the center, all of them local young people from poor family backgrounds or previously unemployed.
最关键的就是我们需要帮助的人太多，尤其我们这种教学的方式呢，有所成绩以后呢，希望到我们这里来求学的人非常的多，但是我们自己的能力来讲呢，就有点局限，这就是我最大的一种遗憾和困难。对。
In 2016, the Rangtang Zhonang Intangible Cultural Heritage Center opened a learning base in Jinze, Shanghai. 9 intangible cultural heritage skills are taught here, including Tibetan music, traditional costume making, medicine, and Thangka painting. During winter, some students will go from Rangtang to Shanghai for their studies.
The weather in Rangtang is like 30 degrees minus below zero in the winter time. So the color actually will freeze and they cannot paint for about 6 months. So when they come to Shanghai, we have warmer weather and better facilities. They can paint throughout the winter time.
Through the proactive studies at the centre, the Tibetan cultural works, carefully crafted by trainees, have been transformed into products for sale on the open market, increasing the income of residents and promoting economic development. The Rangtang Zhonan Intangible Cultural Heritage Centre has become a success case of the Rangtang model.
When we start to think about cultural production as something to be consumed, that is when we start to have tourist industry. That's when we start to have tourist art. We're talking about a consumer production, consumed for the market use. I think they're trying to produce something which is more permanent than fashion that needs to be turned around the next season.
There are now 26 intangible cultural heritage centres in Rangtang. The Rangtang model is a typical case and has drawn attention for protecting traditional culture and sparking economic growth in poverty-stricken areas of China.